Welcome back, guys. Once again, sorry if there's background noise. I'm recording this video on my trip, and this is going to be short, to the point, quick. Just keep an eye on my community section because I'm going to be posting a lot about the Joe Biden thing there, but I don't think I'm going to make a video because I think it's a bit too sensitive and I don't want to get anything, strikes or stuff on my channel. So I'm going to keep my Joe Biden event. If you guys don't know what that is, go check my community section. You'll see what I was talking about yesterday about Joe Biden. But I think all these events are going to come together. We got the electricity power outages. We got the war games, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. The tensions are rising in many countries. We've got North Korea launching missiles at South Korea. Remember, we just had that crowd crush in South Korea, which I believe was symbolic. Also, we have Saudi Arabia saying that they have intel that Iran's going to attack Saudi Arabia with an energy attack on their energy supply. So once again, guys, talking about knocking out power or the energy infrastructure. So you got those two things going on. Of course, we got the thing in Ukraine still, and you got this election stuff going on here. So you have a lot of turmoil. I told you November is huge because of how it lines up with the Queen's death. If you guys haven't seen that video, go back and watch. But anyways, guys, here's the news. North Korea unleashes biggest one-day missile barrage. So again, guys, we just had that crowd crush in South Korea. That was a huge story. There's a lot to say about that, but I'm not going to get into all the details here. Crowd crush equals 57. If you've been following my work, it's all about the 57s. It's the main number in all of this. Of course, there's a lot of other numbers, but the 57 is the biggest number in my opinion. So also, let me skip ahead for a minute for you guys. The other news story is Saudi Arabia is on high alert, warning of an imminent Iranian attack. So you have North Korea and you have Iran both threatening. What's interesting about this Saudi Arabia thing is WWE. So remember, guys, I told you in like July or August when I found out that WWE was holding an event in in Wales, called Clash at the Castle, and I knew just by the name of the event, Clash at the Castle meant the Queen was going to die. I knew that means she was going to die in September. She ended up dying 5 days after that event. Okay, so now WWE is having an event called War Games. Okay, let me go to that. Sorry, I'm unorganized here. So WWE had that Clash at the Castle event 5 days before the Queen died, okay? And I knew that was symbolic for clashing at the castle or the Queen's place being taken by her son, right? A clash at the castle. Now you have WWE having a Survivor Series War Games, okay? So now they're calling it War Games. We have the Queen's predictive programming. I'm telling you, this is the most obvious thing ever. So I don't know if it's going to happen 5 days after this event, because this event takes place on November 26th. 5 days would be the last day of November or the first day of December. So again, guys, and again, I told you that Saudi Arabia is having intel that they're going to be attacked. Well, the next WWE event that's happening before War Games is in Saudi Arabia. It's called Crown Jewel. Okay, so guys, come on. You have Saudi Arabia threatening to be attacked. You have Crown Jewel, WWE Crown Jewel, on the 5th of this month. All right? And then you have Saudi Arabia threatening to be attacked. Okay? And then you have War Games at the end of the month. All right? So I'm telling you guys, this is all predictive programming, just like with the Queen. Okay? But now let's get into the gematria. Let's just show it even more clear. Another story I want to talk about really fast is that you guys are familiar with my electricity game, which was the Colts versus the Broncos on October 6th. It was hugely symbolic of a big world event, a war, or some sort of power grid attack, okay? And the main character in that game was Nyheim Hines, the running back, who was knocked out of the game with a concussion. Nyheim Hines, okay, equals 129, like electricity, okay? He was knocked out with a concussion, which equals 57. Electricity equals 57. But now, yesterday, he's traded, and he's traded to the Bills, the Buffalo Bills. And I just told you about war games, so let me bring this Nyheim Hines thing together. Let me bring the war games and the Saudi Arabia. All this is going to come together. So I just told you that North Korea is threatening an attack, and North Korea leader Kim Jong-un is obviously the main character here, and he equals 129 like Nyheim Hines. He also equals 129 and 48 like the Bills. Remember, Nyheim Hines was just traded to the Bills yesterday when this North Korea story broke. And the Bills equal 129 and 48 like Kim Jong-un. And Explosion equals 129 and 48. Judgment Day equals 129 and 48. And WWE War Games, just War Games, equals 129 and 48. Do you see what I mean, guys? Absolute clear as day. So just, guys, be prepared. Have some food on hand. I don't know if it's going to affect us here in this country, but there's certainly a lot of crazy shit going on right now. And again, you got the Saudi Arabia, you got the Kim Jong-un, you got WWE War Games. And again, guys, I posted this in my community section, but I really want to go over this. So I talked a lot about November 4th because it's the day leaving 57 days left in the year. Okay? And 114 is huge. Remember, I just talked about Kim Jong-un with the 129, but he also has the 114 and the 42, just like World War has 114 and 42, just like Explosion has 114 and 42. And don't leave out the World Holocaust, which equals 114, 129, and 48, just like Kim Jong-un. Okay, so President of the United States also equals 114, Art of War 114, and Pearl Harbor 114. And we know that Pearl Harbor was the event that got the United States into World War II. So are we getting close to the next Pearl Harbor event that brings us into the Third World War? I think so. I also read that the United States has more troops down in Ukraine now. So again, guys, I don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but it's definitely going to be playing out. And it's clear as day. North Korea, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Ukraine, all these things are coming together right now in November, just as I suspected. And it's clear. So anyways, guys, just take care out there. Much love to you all. I'll see you in the next one.